What's up, Cloud Gamers? Hellmonkey here, checking out Outlast 2 on Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta. For those of you faint of heart and with a weak stomach, this game does contain intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content and strong language. None of this will appear in today's video though. Outlast 2 is a first-person psychological survival horror video game, and it is an indirect sequel to Outlast, which means you do not have to have played the first one to follow on this story. This installment takes place in the same universe not long after the first game, but it features a different setting and new characters. You play as Blake Langerman, a cameraman working with your wife Lynn, and the two of you are investigative journalists willing to take risks and dig deep to uncover the stories no one else will. You're following a trail of clues that started with the seemingly impossible murder of a pregnant woman known only as Jane Doe, and the investigation has led you miles into the Arizona desert. The story begins with you and your wife inbound to a location where you want to investigate. Travelling by helicopter, it mysteriously loses power and you crash in the desert, and this is where the story kicks in. Taking a look at the first section of gameplay here, we see the graphics and the textures are quite blurry, and as we move around it's pretty obvious that we are only running at around 30 frames. Other than that, the game is running pretty well. Using a wired controller, the input latency is of no problem whatsoever. As with most cloud gaming services, every now and then we do get stutters, freezes, and we do get a loss of input latency for them split seconds. All round though, a pretty decent performance so far. Getting into the gameplay mechanics now, we come armed only with a camcorder which has night vision abilities and a fresh set of underpants. I did warn in the beginning that if you are faint of heart or have a weak stomach, then this game is probably not for you. Our first objective is to find our wife Lynn. But while we are searching, we come across a hostile village full with cult members who love a bit of the old satanic rituals. Armed with our camcorder, we must find batteries along the way while we are investigating. Depending which difficulty level you choose will depend on how scarce these batteries are. You will need these batteries to power the night vision on your camcorder throughout to make your way through the darker areas. There isn't many combat mechanics in this game, as when you come across enemies you have to hide and avoid them rather than fight. If you want an immersive experience which allows you to explore around quite a lot, then I would advise using story mode. But if you really want a challenge, I would try out insane mode, because that requires you to complete the game in a single run without dying. So my overall thoughts on this game: first and foremost, it is super creepy. The music and the noises you hear around you are very eerie and really draws you in. Aside from the blurry textures, the game runs really well on Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta here. Even though I crap my pants a good couple of times while playing, for some reason I want to get back into this and find out the full story. With all that being said folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop us a wee like, subscribe and ring those bells so you don't miss out on any more great content. Until next time then folks, stay safe and keep on gaming.